Welcome back. The legacy is our extended family now. Those are the words of AKA's mother, who paid tribute to her son at his memorial. Lynn Forbes says although her son was brutally murdered, she has gained sons and daughters from his fans. Rapper Keenan, AKA Forbes, was shot and killed a week ago in Durban. His friend Tebelo Tibbs Motswane was also murdered in the same incident. AKA was laid to rest today. eNCA senior reporter Silindelo Masikane has the details.
Family, friends and fans gathered at the Sandton Convention Center to celebrate the life of AKA. His family wore black t-shirts in his honor. Emotional scenes played out as the family leaned on each other for support. From industry colleagues to friends he grew up with, those closest to him shared their fondest memories.
The history of hip-hop is obviously a lot deeper than what you're going to get to witness here on this stage today. But when you go older, you realize that each milestone that you achieve and you reach is actually made possible by those that came before you. And Keenan knew that better than anybody. South African hip-hop specifically can be traced back to maybe 1988, Prophets of the City in Cape Town. Shout out to Lance, shout out to Ghetto Rough for that. There was also an OG by the name of Bob Mabena in the early 90s. Shout out to Silindelo Masikane. By 1996, there was a Motherload. Shout out to Hip Hop Scholar. And then, of course, I have to shout out Ammunition and Le Club. I've got to shout out Specs. You can clap if you'd like. I'd like to shout out Mischief. I'd like to shout out Outrageous Records, Zeno, Maria McCloy, Kutlwano. I then need to move on to the Northwest because there were two guys there specifically, Stone and Hip Hop Pantsula. In KZN, there was also Izimbongi. Shout out to Ntsiga, shout out to Nkanyiso. Bad Center was the home of the movement over there. And then, of course, DJ Blaze, DJ Bionic. And by the time that hip-hop was about to go commercial, Squatter Camp was at the forefront of that movement. They were signed to Kelo by Dr. Sipho Sithole. He followed with Pro, and then Salvin completed the three-headed monster there. All of these people were supported by OGs, some which are present here today. Oskido, Rap Activity Jam. Thomas Msengane, Bad Boy T, Lee and Sansa. Penny Lebian and Zek Dagile, Open Mic Set. T-Bow Touch, Rhyme and Reason. Musi Sefata, he gave us Shizness. And last but not least, Kamzambata at 5FM.
As South Africa, we need to do something about the crime in our country. Kubhlungu when a brother you know is going to be killed in one of the busiest streets of Durban, Florida Road. It breaks my heart. I just wish that the government, the society, needs to do something about it. It's not about the dying of a celebrity, but it's about the safety of everyone who lives in South Africa. This needs to stop. And I would like to thank all the legacy, the #1 fans of AKA. Thank you so much for supporting Keenan.
I am eternally grateful to have lived to witness the meteoric rise of AKA from ground up. To watch the man craft his legacy with hard work and determination so infectious, you could see it in his team. Everything he did was fueled by blinding ambition and a love for all things living and breathing. I, on the other hand, only ever rapped on songs for enjoyment. I was not built to compete at the level this industry requires. This industry is very unforgiving, it's judgmental, and most times very unfair. Everywhere I go, I'm automatically trained to make a conscious effort to be at my best at all times. But with Forbes, I never had to try at all. He was always the first person to notice what drip I had on, what hairstyle I was doing, what cologne I was wearing, what jewelry, and even my tattoos. If you've ever met Keenan, he always left you feeling motivated and inspired. He would say things about you that you didn't think anybody noticed, and he would make you feel like he was paying attention to your career. He left you wanting to be even better at your craft. That's just one of many ways he influenced this industry. Not only was he not happy being mediocre, but he was also not happy being great in a mediocre industry either. Keenan was international when it came to song making. He knows how to make hits.
AKA's mother encouraged his fans to remember him through his music.
My beloved children of the Megacy, Keenan's body has been taken from us, just his body. It has been taken from this world in the most brutal way. And I do understand. That just like me and our family, you must feel the same, you must be feeling the same amount of anger and incredible pain and be in a state of absolute disbelief. All these emotions are normal human emotions, and I want you to feel them. But I want you to be in control of how you manage them. My dear friend Khadija, my business partner is in this room today with us, and she will always say to me, "How are you feeling, my friend?" And I'll say, "Fine." And she'll say, "But how are you really feeling?" You know. And she will teach me, and I've used this a lot this week. She's taught me how to breathe and self-regulate. Not be strong, because I think strong is a bit overrated. I think we need to learn how to regulate our emotions.
Silindelo Masikane, Johannesburg.